There is nothing to beat the taste of the perfect soup. And today, Claire Jones from Mushrooms Canada will be showing us how to make a delicious French mushroom soup. Served on a chilly winter evening or as a starter for your next dinner party, this recipe has a rich flavor that will be sure to impress.
Hi, I'm Claire Jones from Mushrooms Canada. Today I'm going to make a French mushroom soup. It's a really delicious recipe and relatively quick to make. So first of all, in a heavy bottomed soup pot, put a 1/4 cup of butter and just let that melt. And to that I'm going to add a pound of sliced fresh mushrooms. I'm using the cremini mushrooms, which are the brown mushrooms today, along with the white mushrooms to give it some really nice flavor. You can also use shiitake mushrooms in this recipe to make it really delicious. Now you just let that saute for about 5 to 6 minutes or until most of the water has come out of the mushrooms. Now the mushrooms are tender and most of the water has evaporated from them. So now I'm just going to sprinkle 1/3 cup of flour over the top and stir that in and cook it for about a minute, just until the starchy flavor has gone from the flour. That's why you need to cook it for about a minute. Now I'm going to add 6 cups of chicken broth to the mushrooms. Just pour that in. And then just bring that to a boil, stirring constantly. Next, I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of dried thyme and a bay leaf and a 1/4 cup of chopped green onions. And stir that in and then just lower the heat and put a lid on it and let that simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes till the mushroom flavor develops. After your soup is simmered, just remove the bay leaf. Now I'm going to make the soup even richer and creamier. I have 2 egg yolks and I'm going to whisk into that 1/2 cup of whipping cream. And it's really important to use whipping cream and not table cream. If you use table cream, what will happen is it'll curdle when you add it into the soup, so you don't want that to happen. So whisk that together, and then you're going to add 1 cup of the hot soup back into the egg and whipping cream. And the reason you do this is that if you added the egg right into the soup, then the egg would cook in there and it would be almost like an egg drop soup, which you don't want. So this just heats up the egg enough so when you add it back in, it won't cook. Then you add that back into the soup and then just heat it up on low until it's hot. Next, we're just going to season the soup. So I'm going to add a little bit of white pepper. And white pepper is a little milder than black pepper, so it's really nice in this soup. And just stir that in. And there is a variation that you can do, which is to add some sherry. So I'm going to add 1/4 cup of sherry, and it gives it a really nice flavor to finish it off. Of course, if you don't like sherry, you can leave that out. And our soup is ready. And there you have your French mushroom soup. Canadian mushrooms are fresh, simple, and good. For more recipes like this, and for nutrition information, visit mushrooms.ca.